When we first opened NOLA Detox, we were going to create a system of care that New Orleans didn't have, in a way that utilized food, music, culture, history.
There's always a feeling you can't live once you get sober. I can't go to festivals, I can't listen to music. We show them that you can.
As each client begins to make that transformation, like I get to see the change in them, that keeps me tied back to this is why I do what I do.
Sometimes I just look at the individual, helping them be a better parent, employee, helping that one individual, you're doing so much more with saving the community, man.
Eric, Sarah, thank you so much for having us today. Hansei is so excited to be at NOLA Detox and Recovery Center. Tell us a little bit more about you guys and what you do here.
Of course, yes. I'm actually in recovery myself. I went to inpatient at NOLA Detox. I really wanted to give back so I could just help show them the way and be supportive.
Yeah, so I'm also a person in recovery. Coming into NOLA Detox and Recovery Center specifically, I found such a family. And while I was inpatient, I manifested my role. And I was like, wow, this would be an amazing place to get to work, to take this skill set and education that I had and put it to use through my recovery. I'm very happy to be part of this family because it is a family.
That's amazing. It also makes them feel more comfortable because they know that you've been exactly where they were.
You know, that's one thing we hear a lot, you know, when they come in is most of the staff here, you know, they're in recovery themselves, you know, and they really admire that.
In recovery too, you'll hear things like, we don't have to live that way anymore. For me personally, when I was able to understand that I don't have to continue like I'm going, right? Sparked a new desire, a new fire, a new hope in me, right? And so, look, taking that first step is very scary. Being able just to walk past that, the rewards are like astronomical.
Give yourself a chance.
We're very happy to be here and proud to be partners with you guys, and that's kind of our favorite part of our jobs is just visiting our partners and really meeting the people behind the treatment. I believe we're gonna go meet Cedric, your executive director.
You're gonna love him. He's a fantastic person.
Well, Cedric, so great to be back. So I'm interested in learning kind of more about you, man.
Yeah. 2021, we opened. I was one of the first people that was hired at NOLA. I had several other jobs in the hospital field, and I've always just been compassionate about helping people, you know. Two of the people that we interviewed earlier, Sarah, Eric, I've seen every client that's came through our doors, you know, and to be able to work side by side and see them do so well, not only in their recovery, but in life.
I know that the family component is important. It's tough being a family member.
Yes, a lot of times family members, they don't understand what our clients deal with. When we have them come in and they sit down with our clinical team, they sit down with a loved one, just within that short time, it opens up their eyes and gives them a bigger perspective, you know, and give them some tools, how to encourage them and how to motivate them other than beating them down, you know. Because even me, sometimes I just look at it with the perspective of what's right in front of my face, you know, just trying to help the individual be a better parent, employee, just all around, you know. So just by helping that one individual, we're saving the community, man.
Totally agree. I feel like New Orleans just has that overall sense of joy and gratitude, and you feel it here.
That's also one of the things that drives clients to us, that atmosphere of New Orleans. So we have an event today, a Spring Fest, just to show our clients that it is possible to have sober fun. You know, I've seen clients break down and cry and say, man, Mr. Cedric, this is the first time that I've had sober fun in over 15, 20 years, you know. I didn't even think it was possible. So it's special, man. That's one of the most rewarding things that you can ever be, is a part of someone's recovery story.
Oh, 100%.
You know?
I'm getting ready to talk to Dan and Chris a little bit.
Nice.
See the visionaries, to see what they got. So good to talk to you.
Hey, man.
All right. Man, so great to be back.
Yes.
What a great talk with Cedric. It's a culture of joy. Tell me how you do it.
Well, when we first opened NOLA Detox, the idea was we were going to create a system of care that New Orleans didn't have, in a way that utilized food, music, culture, history. What better way than to be in recovery and to learn how to enjoy life again by utilizing these great things we have in New Orleans?
Yeah.
Both of us are personally in long-term recovery. We've fortunately been able to be in situations where we've been able to enjoy this culture sober.
There's always a feeling you can't live once you get sober. I can't go to festivals, I can't listen to music. We show them in a brief time that you can. We'll have a food truck out there. We'll have a band today, snowballs.
Another thing we talked about was how do you incorporate the family?
Did he tell you about the recovery tree we have?
No, please.
When we first opened, we had a patient's mother paint a tree that was based on our personal recovery journeys and then the branches that come off of that. And the hope was that we'd fill those branches one day with the names of people who have been through our program so that we can show hope to others and to see that they can do it too. We had a new patient and he was looking at the tree and he realized that it was his son. And it was what moved him and inspired him to stay in treatment because he wanted to make his son proud.
What's different about being an owner-operator of a recovery center than maybe some of the other stuff that you've been successful at in your career?
Well, I've been in the restaurant business all my life. You know, I had this disease, right? But today, when we opened up a treatment center and we give them the food and we give them hospitality, we give them a queen bed, and they say, "Thank you so much, it's the best place I've ever been." There is no better feeling than that.
At night before bed, we bake them hot, fresh chocolate chip cookies and cold milk. One of the things that we do is bring in water slides. But we had a situation where we had a patient and he was new. He was just really down on himself and nothing we could say would make a difference. And he took off his shirt and he went on the water slide over and over and over again. And he completed treatment with us. You just never know what's gonna make that impact or breakthrough.
We talk about all the things we do to make the patient feel special, but there's nothing more important than our people and our staff. So it starts with our people.
I was gonna say, you guys have a lot of special people and I'm excited to spend some time with them. Well, without further ado,
it's time to party.
Let's go.
Let's go do this. Yeah.